Welcome back, lemon cakes. Oh, I know. The pipe trapped in the air bubble in the water tank. Oh, the pip. Nah, this pip is happy. Do you know how many pips have lived here? I wish it would tell you the generation, but this pip has lived here all its life, as its progenitor did before it, and its progenitor before that, and the progenitor before that. And many, many, many generations of this pip's family have lived, bred, and died in this air bubble. It does say it's hungry. But clearly, okay, it's not dying for the lack of it, so it just wants the food. It doesn't need the food. It must rid itself, it must cleanse itself of this over-reliance on food. It must embrace the minimalist nature of its existence. Only then can it truly grow. Actually, I think I guess I could just leave that there for now. It's slowly bringing a little bit more. We will be pumping out much more than that for the time being, so... Being hungry is just what big food wants you to feel. Oh my god, Archie. I swear, we could write one hell of a satirical dystopian... Well, yeah, just a dystopian satire novel through this. We really could. Right, I want to... crude oil. There we go. Hey, Wanderlust, how you doing, buddy? Well, let's get a little bit of everything out of here, and then I'm going to tell you to do something I haven't told you to do in a long bloody time, and that is sweep this place up, my lord. Also, let's get over there and get rid of those pipes. I've got quite a lot of molten slixies at this point. Quite happy with that. Let's see. How likely are you to have molten slixies? Only 2%. We need significantly hotter CO2 over here. Crazy, crazy hot CO2. We'll eventually get it, I'm sure, but it's going to take a while. Now, there is one way that we could massively expedite this whole sweeping process over here. Where's the other one? There is another one that's set up somewhere, currently. That's not it. Actually, in fact, we will build another one of those. Let's try it. So we want one of these just down here. Let's see what we can do. Okay. The hatches seem to be doing relatively well. You have to. You can go and take care of the shovels. Fair enough. The shovels require a lot of care, but it does allow our ranchers to train up pretty nicely. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't think it does. Does this not only happen when they care for an egg? When they lullaby an egg? Good night, Ariana. Well, time for me to go to sleep. I have to pick up my sister and her boyfriend from the airport in the morning. And if I go to bed any later than this, I will be in sleep-deprived state tomorrow. I'm really happy that you've come back to this save, Aavak. I watched the VODs of this save from the beginning to until about midway in a very rough time. And they helped immensely making my thesis. I hope you have an excellent rest of the stream. I hope to catch it in the morning. Oh, well, you have a wonderful sleep. I really, really hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest. Be it full of pleasant dreams or completely empty of dreams, whichever is your preferred poison. Lemon cakes. Wow! Tier 3. Thank you ever so much. You just keep them wild so you don't have to feed them. I mean, you could do, but I like their population to increase. I most certainly do. Right. Are these large amounts? We're back down to tiny, tiny amounts. So, pretty much anything can go through there now. Oh dear. I'm going to let these ones get through, but then I'm going to need to shut it off again. We just got a delivery from the sweepies. Are there more animals? I really like them. I will give you a list of all of the animals that are in the base game, but from what I'm aware of, the Space Out DLC adds quite a few new species as well. And this one, I'm going to say you can just leave straight away. Oh dear. A few more are entering the loop than I would have liked. Right, okay, so, as far as critters go... Critters. There we go. You've got... Has this got all of them in there? Right, Dracos. Oh, okay, some of these are the other species as well. So you've got Dracos, which you can shear for, like, fiber, or glossy Dracos, which you can shear for plastic, don't ask. You've got Hatches... And there are various variants that can eat pretty much anything and will poop out coal. Hatches, and then sage hatches, which are more organic focused. And then you've got stone hatches, which are much more mineral focused. And finally, smooth hatches, who can eat metal and will excrete the refined metal versions. Then you've got moos. I've never interacted with them. Grassy moos. They... eat gas grass and they fart. I mean, I don't know what else to say. That's pretty much what it is. You've got morbs. Morbs are an interesting one. They're basically a failure state. If you've got a morb, it's because you have not taken care of getting rid of like polluted water or polluted dirt. Or emptying out outhouses. They ostensibly consume any necrotic matter and generally clean. They're like natural waste processing. But as a consequence, they're covered in bacteria and illness. You've got the Pacu, which are fish. They consume... Oh, they consume... a place to put my seeds! My stupid amounts of seeds. Oh, happy days. But yes, they eat that and they produce polluted dirt. And there are a couple of different ones. There's the tropical Pacu, which lives in hotter water. And you've got the gulpfish, which I believe, converts polluted water into clean water in the tank that it's in. Then you've got the pips. And the pipsqueaks, the young version. They plant any seeds they find. Where they can, they eat trees and poop dirt. You've got the pokes. Poke shells. What do they eat? Oh, they eat polluted anything and rotten anything, and they produce sand. But they also molt their shells, which is actually quite cool. You've got the puffs. Now, they're amazing. So your basic puff consumes polluted oxygen and poop slime. Your puffed prince, which depending on what it consumes, will produce a little bit. So a little bit of polluted oxygen. A lot of polluted oxygen, a tiny amount of slime. A lot of chlorine, a little bit of bleach stone. A lot of oxygen, a little bit of oxalite. But depending on what it breathes, it's more likely to produce an egg of the variant type that consumes like a lot of chlorine and produces a lot of bleach stone. A lot of oxygen produces a lot of oxalite. Then you move on to the shines. Yeah, they are literally space crows, yeah. So you got shine bug, and they eat different things, various stuff. I think most of them will eat phosphorite, though. But a lot of them will eat various actual meals, so it's not the best necessarily to keep them. They're rather an expensive critter to have. They go through all different azure bugs, the abyss bug, very, very rare. Will actually eat abyssalite. And then radiant one, which will eat diamonds. But they are fantastically beautiful to look at. I think pretty much all of them, except maybe the abyss one, is beautiful to look at. So they're very pleasant on the eye for your dupes. Also, they actually do generate light. And as such, I believe that you can run a solar panel off enough of them close by. I think that has been nerfed somewhat in the Spaced Out DLC. Shine bugs are useful, but I don't think you can make like shine bug stars like you could in the base game. Like people would trap hundreds upon hundreds of them in a space and basically create so much light that you would have a massive production. Like you could just have your solar panels indoors, which actually solves a lot of problems. However, I believe that has been greatly nerfed. The ability to do that has been greatly nerfed in Spaced Out DLC. I could be wrong on that, but I do believe that that has changed it. But they are also radioactive in the Spaced Out DLC. So, you know, you stick a couple of hundred of them together, well done, you've now got a star. Not just for the purposes of lighting your solar panels, also for the purposes of, you know, scrambling the DNA of your dupes. Well done. Then you've got the shovels. I just love the name of them. They eat dirt, regolith, and iron ore. And they basically poop out half of whatever that was. So you feed them a bit of regolith, and they will poop out a block of regolith. And so, you know, they're very, very food efficient in that regard. Oh, our trip is back. Hooray. Let's extend this out to Gunk. And you are free. Go. Enjoy. I'm not sure if we got any fullerene from there or not. Really, I'll have to check. We might have. Did you bring back fullerene? Not even sure if it's possible to bring back fullerene in just a regular cargo bay. Either way, they have a unique ability in that they can burrow. It's really annoying because if it isn't made of steel or basically a refined metal or obsidian or something harder, they can burrow through it. They can't burrow through pneumatic doors, but any other door, they can burrow through it if it is made of something strong enough. Now, all of this is made of obsidian for that reason. They can't burrow through it. But because they're used to burrowing through stuff, they don't care about being cramped. They do not care about being cramped at all. So you can have an enormous stable of shovels, and you just feed them regolith, and you know it's just a waste product for the most part for me. As a consequence of that, they are an amazing source of meat for your colony. Like this, pretty much they're just keeping us going. We're up to 402,000 kilocalories. Some of it is decayed. That's going to happen every now and then. But beyond that, we've got the slicksters then. Slicksters consume carbon dioxide and excrete oil. You've got the regular slickster, excretes oil. Now, the long hair slickster is actually kind of a failure state, in a way. It looks amazing. It actually looks awesome. But it consumes oxygen and produces nothing. But it is pretty to look at. So, you know, you could actually keep them as like a luxury pet just to prove how amazingly well you're doing. And then the molten slicksters, they consume CO2 and they produce petroleum. So that's basically, they produce the end product of crude oil. So without you having to put any extra energy into making it, they produce it, which is absolutely fantastic. And then sweepies. Our little row boys. Doing a great job up there. Though in Spaced Out DLC, they do add more. There's more things that get added in Spaced Out DLC. Fine. Battery-wise, we're doing fine. Coal-wise, how are we doing with coal? Actually tracking it. $180 tons. Okay, I don't think we've got a problem on that one. I think we're fine. I wonder what Arnie would be like if it was 3D. I don't think it would be easy to manage if it was 3D. Maybe. I don't know. But sometimes I think games like this thrive when they're not bogged down with that. Oh, we finished our work here. Fantastic. Alright, let's get the rest of this up then. I'm going to need that to go along top. This is going to be the capture area for my gases. As such, I want to break down buildings only all the way along here. And we are going to be replacing with gold amalgam. Actually, can I replace it with just straight up gold? I don't think I can, actually, no. So we're replacing with gold amalgam because it's fancy looking. Corner. That was all be replaced. Basically, I'm going to be allowing airflow to move up and out of this area. Maybe I should replace this with carpet as well, just for the added wow. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. That's all hooked up. Good, good, good. I now want this to be running down all the way. Okay, so at the very bottom here, I need to decide what I'm doing. I'm either going to have some sort of, again, gas gathering system that will process waste gases, and I'm kind of leaning in that direction. Generally speaking, under normal operation, no one should need to come down here. So I could use all of this area for that. And then just have a little area over here for capturing any spills of water or what have you. Realistically, I put this in there because if someone has had an accident in their atmospheric suit and they come through here, when they take it off, it leaks out. So this is where you'd want to catch all of that polluted water and pump it out. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this space, but I kind of feel like some refinement would be good down here. We want clean water to these, or at least these. We want this one to be going in this direction only. I wonder, maybe I should take the polluted water out of the facility completely. And then do any refinement processing outside. And then only bring in clean water and have one pipe for actual potable water and another pipe for any water which is like grey water. So, you know, I can put it into the sinks, the shower, so on and so forth. That being said, we do actually have a system for cleaning our water completely. Right here. So realistically, I could happily take in completely clean, potable water. The way this works is any water coming up here has no germs on it, but if we have a look in here... Right, okay, we've got food poisoning germs moving up. This is clean water right there with food poisoning germs on it. Because that's coming from... That's directly coming from a water sieve, which is taking polluted water and converting it, cleaning it out to a certain degree. That flows in here, and it fills up this system. We have a look over here. On the germ display, we'll see that there's no pollutants on this water. The water empties this system, fills up this tank, and this entire room is just saturated in chlorine, so it's killing germs very aggressively. It fills this tank up, and then the water in here just cycles until eventually that detects that there aren't any germs in the water, and then it flushes the whole system out and then opens it up again to accept more. Out of the colony management heyday. I still feel like I see new ones popping up all over the place. Yeah, there's loads of new colony management things coming up. There was many a colony management that were 3D that died in early access hell when colony management was having its heyday. I wouldn't necessarily say, well, I'm not sure heyday would apply either way, honestly. I don't think it's necessarily, you know, having an amazing time right now. Like, I don't think it's ultra popular or anything like that, but yeah, I'd say there's definitely a decent amount of new colony management games coming out. It's a leaky oil fisher, don't need to worry about that one just yet. Right, how are we doing over here? We have completed almost everything we need to do. Okay, good. Right, so 3 jobs. Go. These need to be done ultra high priority, and I want that analyzed. That also needs to be done very soon. Oh crap. Oh balls. Oh balls. It's active. No. So we may indeed have ourselves a little problem. How hot is this now? Yeah, I'm gonna need to get that checked out, like ASAP. Issue here. Oh crap. I was really hoping that that wasn't active. I'm not gonna lie. I need to make this out of thermium. There we are. Okay, thermium pump right there. Should be active whenever it needs to be active. On that note, actually, I'm going to need to put this up the top, not the bottom. Because otherwise, the pump might activate when it should not. It might get covered with water and thus disable it. It's annoying. I need a hydro sensor. I don't believe these can break, so it shouldn't matter. I'm going to need to hook it up to power. And then, occasionally it's going to condense, so I'm just going to need to get rid of it at that point. Am I feeding this water to? No, we're really. I'll need this water to just leave. I guess I'm just going to straight up have to bring it all the way down. Okay. Time to get all of this done as a ultra high priority. Sorry, dupes. I hate doing this to you. I really, really do. You know I hate using Priority 9. But occasionally you must. And it's just the way it is. I also want this swept out of here. Oh, yeah, just chilling out. That's fine. No props. I actually kind of feel like I need some more suits, because we don't have all of the suits there that we should. Go ahead, make me 2 more suits. At least you aren't also using red alert. That's true. Yeah, that is very true. It could be worse in that regard. A lot worse. I love it when they pass their friend and they'll stop to do their secret handshake. It's amazing. You know what else is amazing, chat? Oh, this lap Sangsu shop. Okay. Something I've been thinking about for a while. And understand whenever I say this, and you know, this isn't to say that I'm frivolous with these ideas, but I just have a lot of ideas all at once. And only a finite amount of time to ever actually enact any of them. But where would chat sit on an art stream? With and or without camera? Because I could easily set up a camera on one of my monitors to point at my syntax so you could actually watch my hands while I was drawing. There's a couple of things that I want to actually take time to get some drawing done for no particular reason. Like I'm not like drawing merch or doing thumbnails or anything like that. Though maybe I could. I don't know. I just want to doodle. I just want to draw something. And then I just get the urge. It's been a while since I last gave in to it. You are the way you play Oni? How do you mean? Usually I start with a... Well, I don't know. I guess it depends. I'll either just doodle until the shape turns into something that kind of jumps out at me, or I will... Oh, my lord. I need to get rid of all of this as quickly as I can. Alternatively, I will sometimes start with an idea, and I'll actually, you know, start drawing that specific idea. Right, it's over pressure, I think, which is kind of good for me. What on earth is breaking? Can't... Oh. Oh, no. No, there's no gas moving through this, so that shouldn't be the problem. I'm not actually sure what's breaking here. It's an insulated gas pipe. Oh. Right. I was pulling out steam, and the steam lost enough of its heat, I think. This will very soon be finished. Worry not, everyone. Is the urge you needed more cowbell? Yes, that's exactly it. So let's go at this game. Everyone died. Day 5. J-Pat. That will happen when you're new to the game. Do not let that discourage you. Do not let that discourage you. It gets a lot easier as you start to understand what to anticipate. I mean, to be fair, James KM, you're doing a fantastic job over there. Who's stressed? It's Shelly. Shelly, why? You're in such a good mood, Shelly. I don't understand. I mean, I doodle from occasion. Sometimes I'll take inspiration. Sometimes I'll take very, you know, I'll like see something and I'll be like, I want to learn how to draw like that. Or I want to practice whatever technique made that. Or just try to figure out a way that I can replicate art like that. Sometimes I'll... some of the photorealistic stuff I've done is literally just... I think I did one of Evanescence's album covers at one point. I just sat it in front of me and just drew until I could replicate it near enough. And I would start on like specific details and just keep practicing until I got that detail the way I wanted it, and then I kind of slowly build the picture out of disparate parts in a way. Like I remember I spent like 3 hours drawing her eyes, just trying to get it so it looked photorealistic. It took a while. That was when I was learning how to use a bamboo tablet. Obviously, with the Cintiq, it's a different thing because you're drawing where you're looking. The problem with the bamboo tablet was I was like my hand was drawing on the little like letterbox sort of tablet, but my eyes were on the screen. But pretty much, if it is above, say 10 kilos. So I'm fine with the water absorbing a lot of that heat, frankly. Is it set up? It is! Hooray! Now I'm going to be dumping gas down there, which is a bit of a problem, but okay. Okay, we've got everything we needed. Let's get this done. Boom. Right, let's go. Maximal priority. Also mop up that incredibly hot water, please. From all over this place, please. Oh my lord. Right. Right now, I just wanted to pump everything out of here if we can. Yeah, no, exactly. You know, and the inspiration can be like fancy because sometimes I draw what I can see, sometimes I draw what I can imagine. Be that a mead hall full of gambling dwarves, or a dragon, or you know, the avatar I drew for my channel. Not to be confused with the avatar I used like on the tea break stream, which was something that Jackie did for me. But yeah, I'm just kind of feeling like doing an art stream, just spending a couple of hours just doodling whatever. Maybe there was a time where I would just kind of take wild brush stroke sort of thing. Not with a brush, but more pencil strokes or marker strokes. Just in a wild pattern, and then I would try to turn that pattern into something. So, we can see. We'll see what we do. Let's get all of this cleaned up, please. A lot of overheat damage over here. Fortunately, that is going to continue being the case until all of this goes away, but it's just the way it is. They'll eventually get it all sorted. But now I'm just emptying this room out as much as I can. Let's have a look at this. Next dormancy is a while away. I mean, what I could do is... I mean, this isn't... well, actually, is it complete? Well, maybe it is. I could build in a gas filter. I don't know why I'm resisting using gas filters as much as I am. Given that, realistically, I've got the power to do it. I don't need to worry about not being able to power them. I've got loads of power. But if I do that... The only thing in here that could be bad is polluted oxygen. Once that's all done, then our thermal area will be amazing. Oh, I am going to need this done as a bit of a high priority as well. Yeah, still some steam that hasn't settled, and it's going to continue doing damage as a consequence, sadly. I mean, it's copper ore, isn't it? That's kind of annoying. I don't want to waste that, but here we are anyway. Alright, so one thing I can very easily do to fix that. Aavak, stop being lazy. Okay, Aavak, I will stop being lazy. That should fix it. Nothing fixes over-hot copper tanks like building a block of ice beside them. And when I say block of ice, do allow me to express just how big of a block. There's 400 kilos of ice. Much ice. Very chill. Breathable gas, polluted oxygen. I like a tiny bit less in my drinks. Well, you're just clearly not drinking enough. If 400 kilos of ice sounds like it's too much ice for your drink, then your glass is far too small. I need to up you to up your game. Yep. Now the next dormancy here is active period is 98 cycles every 145, so I'm kind of losing a lot of time with this, sadly. But it is what it is, I suppose. On that note, I am actually going to... I hate doing this. I really don't want to waste this opportunity. I really, really don't want to waste it. Let's hurry up and get all of this piping done. Why have ice in the drink when you can have drink in the ice? Why not both? Make a bathtub out of ice. Oh, out of the ice, and then drink your drink from it. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, you can totally go with that. That would definitely take care of the whole. You know, have a nice cold shower every day. Keeps you healthy. That would totally count. Okay, this one is no longer needed now. We'll cancel that. To be honest, this one probably isn't needed. That one might well be, just simply because the water is so hot. But now that all of the steam is settled, that should be okay. Aavak, I'm off for now. Try not to have Bilal join by any other duplicants. I will try not to let him join. Only because I cannot be trusted to keep him alive. And this pains me. Don't tell him that, though. Loads of petroleum being generated. There we go. Always just sweep up, oh right, mop up that petroleum when I need to. Okay, I'm gonna start saying, cancel that. I'm going to, from now on, what molten lava eggs in there. And eventually, once I've got one molten slickster in here, I'm going to swap this one out to be a regular slickster. So, see how it goes. Sorry, swap that one out to be a molten slickster as well. So the steam in here is now dropped in temperature quite a lot. That is probably going to... Yeah, it's overpressured right now. So we really do need this to move very bloody quickly. If I want to make use of that steam. I really do. Ah, balls. I didn't notice that. Okay, that's a move down then. As does that. High pressure gas vent. Come on, peepos. I know you can do it.